What it do, YouTube? It's your boy, your fresh back at it again with another motherfucker commentary review or whatever. Not a commentary, not a review. I don't know what I'm talking about. But anyways, man, I'm back at it talking about, throwing my 2 cents into everything, because that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? I love talking sports. I love talking in general because I'm a talker. You know what I'm saying? But before I get into this, I just want to say that I respect everybody. I respect everybody I talk about in this video, and I love YouTube in general. That's the reason I do YouTube because I watched these guys whenever I was coming up, and I always wanted to do that. So it's all love. I'm probably subscribed to every person that upload 2K or talk about basketball on YouTube in general. So I just want to throw that out there. It's all respect and all love. But enough of that. Let's get straight into the commentary. I was watching a Chris Smoove video earlier, and the video, well, it wasn't earlier. It was he uploaded a video a couple of days ago, and I'm just now responding to it. He posed a question: "Were the Warriors the greatest team ever?" And Chris Smoove was kind of being dismissive. I'm not gonna lie, man. I love Chris Smoove. So that's one of my favorite YouTubers of all time. But the team that he said could beat the Warriors kind of threw me off, and I feel like a lot of people confuse the greatest team being one of the greatest teams ever and being one of the most talented teams ever. Now, do I feel the Warriors are one of the most great, or I feel like the greatest team ever, or even in the conversation for the greatest team ever? No, not at all. I feel like it's like comparing an infant to an adult and measuring up their accomplishments in life. They're not there yet. You know what I'm saying? The Warriors they just the first year into it with Kevin Durant at least. First year into it, they still have lots and lots and lots of time to go. And I don't feel like it's compared. I don't feel like it's fair to compare them to the Bulls or the Lakers or the Celtics or the Spurs or none of those great teams, because those teams have come to their end and we can look back at all their accomplishments and then we can measure up. The Warriors haven't accomplished anything yet. They lost tonight and they haven't won a championship yet. So the thing that he was saying was he felt like the Spurs and he said the Spurs, the Celtics. I agree with two of those things. I'm gonna talk about that at the end of the video. But he said that the Spurs and the Boston Celtics could take out the Warriors, and I mean, those teams are greater than the Warriors, but are they more talented than the Warriors? I don't know. I remember watching the baby Warriors team before they had Kevin Durant, before Steph Curry was really Steph Curry, before Klay Thompson was really Klay Thompson. They gave the Spurs fifth. I think the Spurs beat them in sixth, but the Warriors weren't even the Warriors back then. The Warriors we know now, and they damn sure didn't have Kevin Durant. So I don't think that and he said they were in the prime. They might have been a little bit past their prime, or maybe like the end of their prime, but they were still a damn good team whenever they beat the Warriors in 6 games. Let's not mistake that. So a healthy Warriors team versus any Spurs team with Tim Duncan and Manu, I feel like the Warriors are way more talented. The Warriors get them fits whenever they didn't have Kevin Durant, whenever they weren't that good. And then the Celtics, man, no. I mean, I love KG. Now, if KG would have gave them fits, but they are too offensively gifted to lose to the Boston Celtics. The Boston Celtics were a stout defensive team, and they probably could have gotten their damn head. But whenever you come out in a 7-game series, I feel like that talent would have trumped that mental toughness that the Boston Celtics had, because they had a shit ton of mental toughness. I'm talking about Rajon Rondo, Paul Pierce, and Kevin Garnett, but the talent gap was too wide in that matchup for me. Now, there are two teams I feel like. One team I feel like has a possibility of beating the Warriors, and the other team I feel like could I'll say it was 80-20 that they would beat the Warriors. The team that possibly could beat the Warriors is the 0-1 Lakers because of Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal, the reason I say they possibly could be, like, if Shaquille O'Neal shot 65% from the free throw line, this would be a guaranteed W for the 0-1 Lakers. And if I say if it was Kobe was a little bit older and he had been through a little bit more in these finals, I feel like they might be. I feel like it's 60-40 Warriors on that matchup, but I still feel like the Lakers have a damn good chance to beat this Warriors team. Just talking off talent alone. Now, the team that I feel like could beat the Warriors, and I feel like it's like maybe 70-30 or 80-20, this team is the 96 Chicago Bulls. Because of the length that they had, because they had Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, and they matched up really damn well with these Warriors, and that's just facts. They might not be more talented with this team, but what sets them apart from these 2017 Warriors is their mental toughness. And I know a lot of people don't, like mental toughness don't really. I'm not really big into mental toughness either, but I've seen Steph Curry collapse on multiple occasions in the finals. And I mean, I maybe last year was a tribute to injuries, but the year before that, he wasn't injured. So, and I wouldn't say he was bad, but he wasn't the Steph Curry that I expect him to be in the finals. And that's shrinking. And he didn't win the finals MVP. And even yesterday, even today, he had a bad game. And even Kevin Durant this season, not this season, but last season when they lost 3-1, he kind of choked. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? So, but with the mental toughness of Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, these guys are mentally tough, man. They can stack up really well, and I feel like that mental toughness will push them over the edge and make it like I'll make it. I feel like it's a clear cut win that the '96 Bulls could beat the Warriors in a 7-game series, and maybe the Showtime Lakers. And I'm not disrespecting none of those teams. The Showtime Lakers are the old school Boston Celtics. I just feel like it's a different game, more talent. I'm just saying if we brought those teams to this era, not with hand checking and stuff like that, they can't shoot with the Warriors, but the Kareem would give them problems. Let me not neglect that, but you know what I'm saying. This is just my opinion. You know what I'm saying. So yeah, that's the reason I feel like I just wanted to give my 2 cents of how I felt the Warriors were. The Warriors are a damn talented. They are top 1 or 2 most talented teams in the NBA history. So I don't feel like nobody can debate that. Just the level of stars they have. The top 2 unanimous MVP, another MVP, probably going to go down to probably 2 top 20 players in NBA history. You know that's big time. Even Scotty and Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's number 1, but Scotty was a top 50 player. He might be big 40 or something like that. You know, so. Yeah, man, that's just my little 2 cents. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I said. At the end of the day, it's just my opinion. I respect everybody's opinion, but this is just mine. You know, if you agree, comment, leave something in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Tell me what you think. Let's get a conversation started. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man. Like always, your boy, your freshie. Peace, love, and be easy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.